Hello, my friends. It's Megabyte here, and it's Mustang Monday. We took the V8s down here to Charlotte, and it's the road course. Boy, it's pretty tricky getting these big, heavy machines around here, but we're going to give it our best shot. We got the paint jobs working this week, at least. So we will see how we can grit up,
Definitely.
see how it goes. We'll see you out there. All right, we're coming down, ready to go through the final chicane and take the green flag. We got Kevin Parrish out front. I'm P3. Matt Malone over here to my right. And we got David Moore behind us. Thomas Ballard beside him. Usual host of characters here at the front. Minimal amount of practice for this one. So, curious to see how this one's going to go. Hopefully we can hold on to a podium spot. Going to be real tricky on the cold tires through here the first lap. You got to take it real easy. They got a much better run on it straight. There they go. Already falling out of their draft. Hopefully they start battling. Whoa. Come on. Just barely able to rescue that one from the gutter.
Sorry, Max. No problem. I should have made it too wide. I thought I could clear you.
Thomas Ballard dies behind. And we've already been gapped out front. Gonna take some major battling and mistakes from the two out front for us to catch back up. Just can't get the car to turn. We're falling to pieces here. Get it together. At least hold on to P3. Jeez, I just cannot get it to come out of that corner. It feels like there's grease on the tires. I think Brock just missed a shift behind me. But he's still right there. jeez. Really fell off the front too. Look at that. There's 6 seconds ahead. Too many mistakes.
Matt, I thought there was other cars out here. Did you see where they went?
There was a sale on hot dogs.
Hot dogging.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 29.834. That was your fastest lap of the session.
A sale on hot dogging. Unfortunately, hot dogging is not the fast way to drive this car. And I was trying to hot dog a little bit too much there at the start. Cost me big time. We're growing the gap out back now, though.
Sorry, what's that block?
They're having fun back there. Brock Shoemaker holding down P4 there over some of the usual suspects here in the series. Doing a fantastic job.
Flat for you.
Sorry, Nick. Big fan or is it?
Not the best run out of there that time, but not terrible either. That was a good run out of there. Pretty slow in.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 29.389. That was your fastest lap of the session.
You're getting a slow run off of that section. Man, Parrish is setting some blistering pace out front. Even if I'd been in their draft, I don't know if I would have been able to keep up with them.
The leader is running 29.721.
Yep. That's where I'm losing all my time right now, is right through there. Can't seem to get it quite right tonight.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 29.3.
Uh-oh, Malone's pushing up now. Rock Shoemaker's keeping pace with me now, but he's so far back it doesn't really matter. Pretty lonely race here. Not the usual Mustang Monday action we've gotten used to seeing. I think it's faster to go through there that way. Rock Shoemaker behind me seems to have gotten something figured out. He's getting faster. But there's not enough time left for it to matter unless I make a big mistake.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. Car 2 is now leading.
Uh-oh, Malone takes the lead off of Parrish. They're neck and neck. One more chicane to go.
Stops it a bit.
That was good racing, man.
Oh, Kevin, you let him win?
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
I kind of shoved him out of the way
Right
in the last
jump,
chicane.
did really well.
It's tough in these big old horsies.
Whole different ball game compared to driving the Mazda here.
I know, it's all I'm used to driving here is the Mazda.
All right, let's look at some of this replay action. Maybe to catch some of this front battle, because there wasn't much going on in my race. All right, here we are back at the start of this one. I want to look at this real quick because I kind of cut Thomas Ballard here off right away. I wasn't really expecting the race to start that early, so I kind of got caught with my pants down a little bit and really kind of took his nose off. But right away we had problems, and we almost died right through the first time through the chicane. So let's look at that. Just cold tires kind of caught me out here coming in. Took some of the curb, and it just got way more sideways on me than I was expecting. Thankfully, we were able to gather it back together and not lose any positions because the guys behind it also already had their bag of issues. As we flip back to it here, somebody else, similar situation, but he had a much worse time of it, and that's what allowed me to still stay ahead.
The chicane before the last one, Kevin, in TV1 mode, looks pretty dang good.
You were awesome drive out of there every time. Actually, we were entering it really well too. You just thought
Kevin grazes the wall right here, it looks like. But man, these guys were close battling up here at the front
Destroy
from.
that first curb on the when you're turning left initially.
Yeah, that's definitely the secret. These guys, close battle at the front for the majority of the race. But we couldn't really hold a candle to them. Once we fell back after the first lap, we didn't really ever see them again. Let's see if we can find where there is a pass attempt on Malone's part. This is what Parrish is talking about.
All right, good racing, gentlemen. I'm off to PCC.
Is
All right, good luck.
is that curb right there? Malone takes way more of it than many other cars through there. So definitely the secret to that one. We watch some more of the close racing action here. We're gonna try another race here a little bit, so we're just getting signed up for that. But not the most eventful one for me tonight. Let's see if we can, like I said, find some of the action here with these two, as they stayed close the whole time. Malone just trying to soak up that draft and eventually gets the move done. So let's try to find where that happened. It was numerous laps into the race. Here it is. All right. I bet it's, oh wow, he got it done earlier than that. He must have got it done right through this first section. So it was basically into the lap before that he was able to get him offline. As we look at Malone and Parrish enter the chicane, he's just raking it over that curb. Really gets a good drive out of here. Very close, soaking up that draft already. Around the banking, closing in. Headed down toward the final chicane now. Malone really able to get up on his rear bumper out of that final chicane. Give him a little wiggle there into turn 1, gets him off his square. Really putting the pressure on. He's able to dive it inside here. No, not quite. He even catches a little bit of the curb there. Well, able to keep a much tighter line out of there and get on the inside of Kevin Parrish down this short little straight. And then once he's inside through this double right-hander, there's pretty much nothing Parrish can do, especially since he keeps it tight on exit there, doesn't let Parrish back in. And then it's off to the races for Malone. He's out front now. Parrish said something about giving him a little bit of a love tap at the final chicane, so let's see if we can find that real fast. And if that did happen, yep, looks like right here he might have run into him a little bit. Boop. Nope, maybe not. Ooh, ooh. Looking for a place. But Malone gets a better exit. That's white flag racing, so let's watch this final lap as Parrish does everything he can to try to get P1 back away from Matt Malone. Keeps a tight line through here. But he's not going to have as much speed on the exit. Oh, he still stays with him, though. Drags the tire in the grass on the outside to get a really good turn in here. Keeps a tighter line. Right up on Malone's bumper. Head into the final left-hander here before getting out onto the oval. Malone getting a little loose and a little wide there. Not the best run down the straight. Kevin's going to have a good run on him out here on the banking, but there's no real place to overtake out here because you can't go around the high side. You try to get up here, and you're just going to lose all your momentum, but he does try it this way. Goes deep on the braking. And they're side by side through the chicane. Oh, my goodness. That is not a place you want to be too wide in any car, much less a big, heavy V8 Mustang. That was an excellent display of skill to keep these two off each other, and they keep going. Into the final chicane. Parrish on the inside again. Goes deep. Cuts him off. Gives him bump. And then wins the race. I had just thought, I was totally wrong. I thought Malone had won this race, but he didn't. Parrish takes it at the end. Fantastic result for him. Good racing. That wraps it up for this one. Let's take a look at the results. Here's our results for this one. We did get a double green with a 0x race, 0.16 to the safety rating and 47 on the I rating. Bringing it home P3 behind the two greats, Kevin Parrish and Matt Malone. Fantastic battle those guys had for most of the race. I just did not practice enough for this one. Wasn't prepared for the wiles of the Mustang around the Charlotte Roval. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope to see you next time.